Let's go. Who everybody there? Do you remember? Me ready for have some fun. Papa.
Dancehall is life. Dancehall is love. Dancehall is unity. Yeah?
Papa, yeah. Papa, hey. Me have to give the most high praise for the air I breathe, for the rivers and trees. Hey. Me have to give the most high praise for the air I breathe, oh, for the rivers and trees. And I saw me sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Last night some boy tried kill me off. Shoot up. Let's go. Who everybody there? Do you remember? Me ready for have some fun again, you know?
Are you good?
Yeah, man. You know the thing go.
How are you?
Everything good. Everything good, you know? There,
Yeah.
man.
How's
Everything good?
Yes, things are getting better, like
Yeah.
slowly, you see.
No.
But yes, I'm glad you can join me today.
You know the thing go on.
You
There.
know that actually when I put up your picture, saying that you would be here at the Dancehall Medz, like loads of people start sending me questions and curiosities that they want to know.
Yeah,
So
don't bust my brain right now. Tell them don't bust my brain right now.
okay, so people will probably join during the talk and everything because we were having the support your roots, as you know. But we will start, and then they can just follow us. And I always start the Dancehall Medz with the guest introducing himself. You can choose because how you want to introduce. You can introduce famous, the dancehall dancer that we know, or you can introduce Jason. You know, so be my guest.
All right.
Go for it.
So, good day, Dancehall Medz. I know the thing go. You know, this is Jason, aka Famous.
I bet they didn't know you were Jason, but anyways.
Yeah. You don't know. Famous representing, is it? You don't know Color Squad straight, is it? You don't know One Dancehall, is it? You don't know. We're in town right now, we're in it. Alright.
Famous, I actually have a curiosity that I never talked with you about. How did you start dancing?
Well, you know, I've been dancing from a younger age, like from about 6, 7, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. I was always dancing in competition and things like that. You know, so I've been always, winning gifts and small trophy and things like that growing up. You know?
But you were always dancing dancehall, or because I heard from other dancers that back in the days there were a lot of people doing break dance and all those kind of dances in Jamaica. Did you start straight it?
Yeah, I was always a dancer. You know, I was always the dancer. Actually, I could do everything, a little of everything. I could do a little of every dance, you know. So I was born with that ability to actually have a touch of every little thing. So I could do it. Get me? But that was the passion. So,
okay. And when did you decide to actually become a professional dancer, and why?
Well, from school days, I used to dance. I played cricket. I played football. So I was playing every sport, you know.
Okay.
And that's primary. So from high school days, I always been moving and dancing, but not taking it serious as I should.
Okay.
Yeah. So from school, there was a thing that always be in the park, like in downtown park, you know, downtown Jamaica in the big park where the big tree is. Yeah. So from school to there, you have people like Global Bob and people like those who used to be there, you know, Flavor, some other local dancer who used to really respond to the game. You
Okay.
get me? Yeah. So we used to from school to there, so the dancing was always a thing, and then I said, okay, then let's get moving. So from there to halfway tree, I always see color and everybody dancing in the street. Yeah. So from there, I was like, but why these guys always in the street and always a lot of people, kids going to school, stop people, everybody. So them always draw a crowd. You get me?
Yes.
So from there, I've been just going to school with clothes in my bag and just hiding away to party, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Every under 18 hearing this, you
yeah,
will go to school and you will find time to dance too.
yeah. So I always get in the problem, you know, me and my mother, where you coming from? And I say, Mommy, you know, I got to study, you know, we have exam, you know. So studying, but what kind of study? It was dancing studying, you get me? So I was,
Of course.
ah,
Of course, it was a different kind of study
yeah,
for
it was a
you.
different kind of studying. So, you know, from there, she realized that I love what I'm doing. You get me? So, from
So
there,
what
I start to, you know, music videos start to come at me. Yeah, you get me? So,
Yes.
that English Lady Patcha, then Sissy, and then things start to grow and grow. And every day, you know, I just start being in Africa around the color squad and around color and seeing Bogle there one day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was a joy because I didn't know who was this man, dressed like this, look like this, walk like this, talk like this, everything. You get me? So you realize right there that dancing is more than just even the dance. You get me? It's also your dressing. It's also your image. You get me? The way you talk, the way you walk, things like that. You get me? So dancehall is a
Yeah,
ethic thing.
everything together.
Yeah, man. Dancehall is a whole category. You get
And
me?
like how you start going to the Afro tree and everything and getting around the Colo Squad, but actually, how did Colo Squad came into your life? Was because of that? Because you were going, like when you start being a member of it? Like,
Yes.
oh,
Most definitely, yes. Because I know them from the street, you know?
oh, okay.
I know them from the street because Jiggy Ross was a part of the color squad. So Jiggy Ross was somebody who actually lived close to me. So sometimes he's always even there. He was one of the main man who actually made me be in the street, the real way. You get me? So
Mm-hmm.
I was always out there, and then from there, 'cause I never named famous. You get me? So the name is coming from far. You get me? So big up Black Roses every time, you see? Big up Mr. Wacky. You see me? One king. You see me? The dancehall king. You see me? So you don't know the thing go. From there, I used to go every Friday, so them start to call me every Friday. You get me?
Okay. Interesting name.
Yeah. Gonna say yo every time now. Cause the problem with me and my mother now, so I only get the Friday for go out and stay out until certain.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So she give me the Friday and say, okay then, they can have a breeze on the Friday. So I take the Friday and use it and out and every Friday. So the name now, you don't know, Bogle have a slang called, we are them are popular people, but we are famous. You get me? So them popular, but we famous. You get me?
Okay.
Big up CVM, original, because you don't know, famous, so the name I come from there. The name I come from popularity. It is a slang. It have lots of meaning because you are famous people. You get what I'm saying? You don't know you famous because of your art, you're famous because of your style, you're famous because you get me? So it's a is a famous story. So it's coming from slang to brand to songs to image.
Okay. You know, I actually wondering, I always wondering how did famous name got you, you know, like because the interesting thing about these meds and what I wanted to understand, of course, that people can see it, is to know things. Imagine, I know you for years and I don't know how your name came like to you, you know, like this is crazy, actually. Like,
Yes, man.
how was back in the days when you joined, like when you start going to the streets? How were the parties? Like, what made you fell in love with all the things that you were saying? You understand what I mean? Because I hear you talking about those times, and sometimes I feel that I don't know. I don't feel that is the same. You understand?
It's the same. And you know, with music, the music change lives. You know, the music change things. So as a dancer, you have to love what you do and believe in what you do. You get me?
Yeah, for sure.
After those times with school and things like that, yeah, we have problems. So I actually didn't even live in a house. I live in the street. You get me? Yeah. So a lot of problem and a lot of things and lots of big things where people could die and things like that. So, and I say, okay, there's only three choices. The choice is dancing, music, or be a killer. You get? Yeah. So yeah, makes sense. Cause that's the decision and that's the only way we have in our thing. You get me? So I have to observe.
That is so natural to you, but it's so important that you tell us in that way, because we did not live your reality. So for us, when you put it this way, like I had three choices: dancing, music, or being a killer. It really how can I say, for me, at least for me, makes dancehall even more valuable.
Yeah, of course. That's why you have to love it. That's why it's not something to just get up and do. It's something that you have to love. You get me? So out of those three choices now, what can I do? You know? To pursue a career in music, you know, it's gonna take time, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
You know? And then for be a killer, you know, police can shoot me.
Of course.
Something can go on, me can be in prison, you get me? And then you don't know again, boom, never say, all right, dancing famous, because this was me from a younger age. So if I have a gift from a younger age, it means that there is something about you and the dancing while you grow with it, and then meeting people who love the dance just the same as you, meeting Color on the squad. You understand? Meeting legends like Ice and Boise. You understand? So it's a journey. It's a dancer journey. Yeah? Because as a younger age growing up with this talent, right? Growing up, going to school, being hiding away because of this same talent, right? And then moving away with the same talent again, meeting greater people than you who really love and appreciate what they really do. Not for nothing, not for things, not for money, but for the love of what we do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel you.
Yeah, so out of the two, I chose the dancing and I stick with it. Yeah, it was very hard. It was very hard, of course. It's hard. It's very hard for us. We don't get paid to go in the party. We don't get a free drink in the party. You get me? Yeah, Anna, may I teach them? We will make
sure. Go famous.
We don't get nothing in the party, but we do it because we love what we do. So the real thing is love. You get me? Because when Bogle really passed away, that was a big gap with dancehall, like a big open space in dancehall, because Bogle is the dance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I only talk things that make sense. You know, I don't really talk. So Wacky is the dance, and a gap was open. So you didn't find too much people, you didn't find too much dance, you find people like Rur and Rur. You get me? Color was in prison, Color wasn't out at this time. So Color wasn't even here when Bogle passed away. You get
Okay.
me? So
Yes.
yes. So big up Color, my godfather. So Color come out with the gift. You get me? Color come with the gift. You get me? What you gonna say, what you gonna do, Stooky.
Okay.
Yeah? So Bogle pass, but him dancing still live on. You get me? Mr. Wacky is gone, but him dancing still live on. You get me? Big up Color. You get me? So that was the gap. That was the gift. You get me? Room again. So dancing was a main stage. Again, people start to like. Big up John Squad, because we can't left out the real people. Them. We have to talk about the real people. The real people. We're not talking about the some society people right now. We're talking about no internet people. We're talking about we don't have Instagram. We don't have all these things to post up our videos and to do all these things. You get what I'm saying? So we don't have these things. So anything you're doing is not for things, or it's not for the views, or it's not for the like. It was because you love what you do. So you do it.
Yes, that makes sense.
You get me? So there was nothing there. There was nothing there to collect or to hype about who is the biggest or who is the. It was one.
Okay.
We all share the dance. You get me? We all share the dance. We all share what we do. We share style. You get what I'm saying? We share. If one man run out everybody, so the joy was there, the love was there. Because that was the main thing. You get me?
I actually going to that and going to what you said about the gap in dancehall. Like, did you felt that everyone wanted to take that space that was free by that time? Or was it just natural that the teams and the steps, like you're saying, with Stooky and Rumram start coming in? Was it a natural phase, or was just like everyone wanting the space?
No, it was a natural phase. It was a natural phase because nobody can take no space.
Yeah, that makes sense, but
it's not a space for nobody. It's not a space for nobody. So it was never who want take or who want this. All right. As the realest thing is, dancehall, there is no level for me. You get what I'm saying? Because dancehall only grow. You get me? Music change and dance change. You get me? Dancers get influence from other dancers. You get what I'm saying? From Michael Jackson, dance from Usher. So dancers get influence from hip hop dancers. Dancers get influence from. You get what I'm saying? So music change, beat get fast, dance change, and everything change. So no level was really there to say first, second, third, or whatever. We was just extending. We was just extended. Because remember, the groove on the floor was there. That was what Bogle come to teach.
Yes.
So the groove on the floor was always there. You get me? The energy was during Wacky time, during Bogle time, the energy was even there. Remember, Bogle comes to Sesame Street, you know, with the energy, you know. So remember, Wacky never sticking. Remember, Bogle said, I'm actually walking and jiggy with them. Remember, the energy was there, you know. Remember, the energy was there, you know. So for tell you now the level that between the level and say, this was energy and this. The energy was there when Bogle was there also. Big up John Hyde, big up John Squad, big up Shelly Belly, big up Sadiq, the snowman. Them around the street.
And like, how would you like? I want to ask you this, but I don't want to rush you to go right to the nowadays, you know, because I'm loving to hear you talk about those times. But I really need to ask you this. My heart is feeling it. how do you feel when you look to the parties and when you look to the scene, like to the times that we are talking about now, and when you look to the times like nowadays before this corona thing and everything, like how you see it? Do you still see the dancehall growing, or you understand what I mean? My
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
So
man.
go for it.
All right. Well, it's growing. It's growing and it's even changing. You know, it's growing and it's changing, just like our music.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Just like our music. So you don't know, we get influenced by the music too, you know.
Yeah,
Because without us, there is no music, you know.
like this.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So without
Yeah.
us, there is no music. Without the music, there is no us, you know. So the same as how the music changing and things like that is the same way everything really kind of changing. You get me? But the root is the root. So dancehall and dancehall, we know that. You get
Okay.
me? Yeah.
But how can I say this? Um, like when the music changed back in the days and everything changed for middle school time, you see what I mean? Like when it changed for middle school time, like everyone was kind of going on the same flow. And from what I was talking last week, even with Dr. Bird and everything,
Yeah.
it was saying that dancehall was alive, that
Dancehall
it
was a lot.
was a mad feeling. Everyone was going to
Yeah.
pasa parties and
Yeah.
it was crazy and
Yeah.
everything. And that, comparing to nowadays, sometimes people feel that dancehall is becoming, I don't want to say this like this, but I just want to
Say.
pass the idea.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
It's like that dancehall is becoming for some people instead of just being for everyone like it was back in the days.
I can say that is true. I can say that. I can relate. Because it's actually true. Because most people who want to dance can't really dance right now. Because there's no real dance to dance. You get what I'm saying? So we can relate to it. I say that is true. You get me? Dancehall was really alive. Dancehall was really alive. Dancehall was really alive. Cause these were the days. These were. I wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock to go to Dirty Fridays.
Oh my
You get
God.
me? Yeah, 7 in the morning. Straight Dirty Friday. Dirty Fridays don't finish until midday. You know? Yeah. So party right through. Pasa, same thing. You get to me, I say, from wedding to pasa, niceness. So dancehall was really nice. And more people was actually loving dancehall, real. You get what I'm saying? But as things goes by, you know, and life goes by, you know, things change and you
Yeah, it's
know,
natural.
yeah, so we can it's just changes. Just as how it changes in life, changes in music, changes in dance.
I was never, and we are never saying that changing is bad. We are
Yeah.
just talking about the fact that actually the evolution
Yes, it's real. It's real.
is real. And I don't know if you share this opinion, and I wanted to ask you actually, because sometimes I feel that I felt maybe it was because of what you said, that there was no Instagram, you guys were not putting things out.
Yes,
The
yes, that's a part of it.
the
Yes.
moves and everything were like evolving, but the evolution was not as we know it today. You see,
Today,
because
no,
sometimes it
no.
seems like, ugh, you understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's just up in your face. It was not like that because none of this was there. None of this was there. So it was more a togetherness. It was more one movement.
Yeah,
You get
I
me?
lo- I loved
Yeah,
the
it was more everybody together, everybody a will a vibe, everybody a will some mad thing, everybody a link up, everybody a do this and everybody a do that. It was not about who for themselves or who are the baddest or who are the biggest, and because we have too much dancer. We have cheddar black blingers, checker. Nobody you can't compare for say, oh, you are the this and you are the that. You get what I'm saying? We have dancers that you right now not even hear about because no other dancer talk about them.
Yes, and that's what I want to change with these Dancehall Medz. And I
Yeah.
want to change because I felt, and I was talking to you during this quarantine and voice noting you like crazy. People don't know, but I will tell. I was
Yeah.
busting his head. I was busting his head with questions and everything. And I felt sometimes that I was, it was not even fair for me not to know all these persons and being teaching dancehall. You understand what I mean? Like
Of
I
course.
felt,
But you can't blame yourself.
yeah, I
And
know.
I can't blame you. You get me? Because people don't really talk when dancehall is about knowledge, because it's a culture. So where the culture is from, knowledge supposed to be there. You get what
So
I'm
you
saying?
think, so you think that the fact that the dancers are not there now is the problem? Like,
How can it be a problem? You cannot put that as a problem. Because these dancers were the dancers who was there to make dancehall where it is now.
true, I agree with that. True.
If it wasn't for them, nobody want to dance. Everybody would have been bad man, a murder thing, a shatter thing. You get me? But because of us, dancers like we over Mars and them, you the big up over Mars, big up them, TNT squad and them, and we make people love to dance. We make people watch music video and see dancing inside the video and want to be like dancer. We want dance, we want to be dancer, we want to be this, we want to be this. We love dancing. You get me? Remember dancing is in our bloodstream as child growing up, you know. As you can see in Jamaica, the kids dancing from a younger age. So dancing is our main vein. You get me? It's a part of it runs through our blood. The music and dance. You get me? Remember we have Bob Marley. Remember we have Miss Lou. We have the Kumina from all these days. Remember Skia. Remember Dinky Mini. Remember all these things were there before.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it was always in our genes and we jack it. You get me? So
Yeah.
it's a reality thing.
What I was saying by the dancers not being there and being a problem was not actually, I don't want you to get me wrong, is imagine the fact that there are some of these dancers from mid school that contribute so much to the development of dancehall as we know it, of course. Like, and the fact that they are not in the streets today. That do you think? What I wanted to ask you is, you think that is why we don't hear of them? Because if they are if they are such a big influence, if they are such great people, everyone should talk about them.
Yes, that's true. I mean? It's real. Well, yes, actually, yes, because as I can tell you again, it was not easy for us as dancers during this time. So a lot of dancers give up. You get me? A lot of dancers give up. A lot of dancers get trips flying to America. A lot of dancers get traveling, and because it was so hard for us as dancers, you know, people don't really want to come back for dance again. You get me? You know, people want a different life. You get me? People can be able to do other things. You get me? Not every night in the street in the same clothes. You get me? The same shoes. You get me? It's never easy for we now. Like now, if we can make 2 videos and get some posts and get something, and people say, all right, class. You get me? No things like that. You get me? If you was not a top star or a super entertainer, you don't get a bookings. And when you get bookings, you sure you get booked for. It's not for go teach a class or not for go do this. You get me? So when we dance, when it was our time dancing, we was dancing for dancers to actually evolve and reach the places. That was the aim, that was the dream. That was what. Remember Wacky was there, Wacky teaching America, Wacky shell the world. You get me? But the dancehall was never really every 14 corner of the earth. You get what I'm saying? It was certain place, you know, Canada, London, America. You get me? It wasn't, you get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so our journey, so during the journey continues, it was that now, the work, the hard work, for us pull through, continue, never stop. Let's bring on Wacky Legacy. You get me? Let's bring on the dancing legacy. Remember, Mr. Wacky gone, but the dancing cannot die.
And how, I don't know if you still maintain contact with all those people and everything, probably yes, but how you and them feel, because from what you said that the aim was to get dancehall everywhere, you guys made it.
Yeah.
You understand? Like how you feel when you look to dancehall right now, because even if it's evolving, the work you guys put, the sweat you guys gave to dancehall, it worked. Everyone, like in the corners of the world, heard
Yeah,
about it.
it worked, but it never worked in our time.
You know one thing that I feel sometimes, and I feel it in Portugal. I feel that will not be me enjoying my work, but the next generations.
Yeah, but
So
most definitely, most definitely, most definitely,
I guess we
most
share
definitely.
that.
Yeah, of course. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it is right now, you see. So we dance for it, but it's these guys come right now and get the full of it, as you can see. You get me? Because most of us never get trouble. You have T-Bone squad, teachers squad, all these squads. Canada Lock, all these other people. You know what I'm saying? We never. All right, we go bam, 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 bam. You get me? So right now, you can see is all these guys right now mostly doing it. Give God thanks for us that we never give up.
Of
Dance
course.
and Kojo them and MOB and them man there. You get me? Cause we hold the street. We hold up the street. You get me? We never drop the card. We never drop the catch. So we hold it. See? So we continue. Give thanks that we are still here. So we can bring on the real legacy at the journey. You get me? Yeah. Because without our part, there is no art to dancehall. And remember, middle school is the art of dancehall. That's where the joy is. That's where the fun is. That's where the vibe is. That's where the energy is. That's where the love is. You get me? As you can see, when we dance, it's a different kind of vibes. There's a different kind of energy. It's a thing that brings people together. It brings people closer. It don't make you go like this. It brings you closer. You get me? So it's yes, it's a magnetic feel. You get me? So the art is the art. So without the art, it's like you're lost. Yeah, you have nothing, you're lost because you just come right now. That is it. The source, you have to get the source of the source because knowledge is important and everybody's teaching now. And without this, the students are lost. You get me? It's real.
Like from back in the days and now, comparing to like before when you were in Jamaica and now when you go to the events and everything, because I can see when you enter on an event and when you start teaching, I will not say the other teachers, the other mid-school dancers, because I work mostly with you and I know your work better, so I don't want people to take me wrong about it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that people, I don't know if everyone, but a big part of the community, they feel that they need your knowledge.
Yeah,
You
of course.
understand?
Yeah.
And but I also think, and I also feel, I don't know if you share this opinion or not, that usually when people step into the community, they don't feel this because they go straight to the new school, which is okay, which is on internet and they get it, but they just I don't know if just or, but mostly they go to middle school before when they understand that they need to understand it fully.
Yes,
You
because they
understand?
start to miss. They start to miss. So it's always a learning process. So it's no problem if because we can tell them what to do or where to
Of
start.
course.
You get me? So, but the thing is, when you start and you go there and you say, okay, they are just in most of them. It's just for dancing. It's not really for the love of dancing. It's just because yeah, we want to dance and we can win something. We can win some competition, so we can be dancehall this or dancehall that. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
not really for the commitment to it. It's just because we want to dance and we can do this and we can do that. But after entering now, after doing some battles or whatever they want to call it and things like that, they realize that they're missing some music. They realize that they don't understand the music. They don't
Yeah.
understand the ear. The terms are nothing of the music. So it's a thing where it get back inside of them brain like this. You miss something. You're missing something. You get me? You hear middle school song you start to do 100 middle school, 100 new school step.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah, you realize that, but this song is not from a new school. And what you know in middle school or old school, maybe you know two move, but you still don't understand.
That
So
makes
lack
sense.
of, yeah, makes sense. Lack of understanding. Because as I tell you, the music important. So the music tricky because everybody now know every music. So as a dancer, and you say, okay, no, battle is my thing, battle is my thing. You have to have knowledge.
Even to use it in battle, though.
To do everything, you have to have knowledge because any music can play. You in a party and music play different. Take it out of the studio, take it out of the room. You in the party now like a natural vibe. And a man play a old school song. Cause I'm not middle school now. A old school song. And you in the party doing be a new school step.
I
So
know.
you yourself supposed to feel bad looking back at yourself and saying, oh shit, maybe I was actually doing something wrong or this song and I don't know this song for to be a new school song, things like that. So it's not even to say directly, okay, we teaching you want to be do it for battle or you want to do it for this or that, but for yourself also.
Yes.
Yeah.
But famous, actually, I really think that I am just seeing what Anna is saying at the moment. You realize, yes, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's always a moment.
Yes, because it's like I've been through that. I felt bad, like, and even today, and even last week, and all these weeks when I've been questioning you, doing questions to you, and I've been realizing, like, fuck, how come I miss these things? How come I miss this creator? How come I miss this guy that has been, you understand?
Yeah, man.
And but I understand that there was a change within me and that I am ready to know this now, that I want, and I want, and how can I say to you, I feel that I'm okay to say to myself, you didn't knew this and you're ready to know more, and it's okay that you didn't knew it before.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to know. It's good to learn. It's good to get information.
You know why I'm touching this subject? Because sometimes I feel that people don't go to you guys and don't ask, because sometimes they are in the scene for a while and they are bad dancers and everything, and they feel bad to being asking something that maybe you will think that they should know from the very beginning, you know?
True. Yeah. And some shy to come to us and even ask us things like that.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm sharing this because it's okay for us to take that step, you know, like to look within us and say, like, yeah, I have famous, or I have Kojo, or I have this dancer, and I really want to understand this, so I need them to, and I know that you will like receive people like this and hold them and guide them. So I am saying this so people will not be afraid to ask, because sometime I felt already on my in me I was afraid to ask, you know, like, so this is stupid, but I was afraid to ask because it seemed like I had to know everything already, and I didn't knew, and I was seeing everyone dancing like back in the days. I was seeing everyone dancing. I was like, oh my God, I will not ask. Maybe I was supposed to know this shit, you know, like.
Yeah,
So
but it's natural. It's natural. It's natural. You get me? It's natural because we don't know everything, you know. We have to just try and know everything. But because we are the street, we have street knowledge, you know. As I tell you, we was always the street. We are the street. So when some people really talk about the street, they're not really talking about the street. We are the street. When they talk about colors, when they talk about the street, they talk about the white line that paint the street. You get me? We are the street, been through rain and storm, and still in the street. You get me? So our life was a different kind of liberty during life situation. You get me? Because we was the street. We see who come, we see who go. We see the highest rise and then reach to the lowest point. You get me? We see the rich turn poor. You get me? We see the beggar turn rich. You get me? So we are the street. We see all the things. We see so we can know. So for me, it's just street knowledge. And as a younger person in the street at that time, because I was very young going out.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't go in clubs. They let me, okay, I go to party and I have to stay outside when everybody was inside. You get yeah. So the security tell
waiting.
me, you too young. Hey, you cannot go in the party. And me watch all of them, everybody go in the party and I stay out. When 10 minutes leave in the party for the party to be finished, that is when the security say, okay, I'm gonna give you a chance to go and have a 10 minutes dance and leave. And I run in the club like Usain Bolt, and I dance like I was there from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I never stopped dancing. For 10 minutes, I dance more than everybody. For 10 minutes, I dance, I sweat, I do. So I enjoy my 10 minutes a lot. Because I work. You get me? I work my I don't go in the club and everybody gone, so I get 10 minutes. I am going to go in the party like I'm there from long time, like everybody. So if everybody don't sweat, when me go to the party, me sweat. Yeah. Say, we been through it. They never used to let me in. Shy can tell you, we been through the journey. But as times goes by, it's just knowledge important. And as a young man, you know, we have to open your eyes. So we see things, we see them, we pass, we go over. Because you know, as a street person, obstacles are always there. You get
Yes.
me? So we use the obstacle and turn them into popsicle. You get me? We use them to turn them in things that make wiser for your brain. You get me? So we increase the senses. You get me? We increase the senses and help them to lead us. So it's just knowledge. Knowledge is the key.
Yes, you know, I also feel that the fact that the knowledge is important, but the fact that we know the difficulties and everything that you guys on that time were passing, so us could enjoy today dancehall is something that people should know and should hear more.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I talk to people, it's very easy for them to talk about things that they don't understand. And if they were actually realizing that the moves we do today came from the suffering from guys like you and
Yeah.
from the efforts from guys like you, because we don't need to say it in a different way, is really what happened.
Really, really, really.
And
We have to say it real.
like the energy you guys put it in everything, the way you guys were doing it and everything, I really think that you guys should have a voice about it and should talk more about it. I am not saying that it's wrong that dancehall is evolving. It's something that we will never be able to control.
To
You see?
control, yeah.
And as you're saying, dancehall changes with music. And music change means cool came and dancehall music is changing again. But I really feel sometimes that you guys should talk you know. So
Yeah, but
when I say talk is not bad mind and everything, of
yeah, yeah,
course.
yeah.
It's
We
just
know, we know. Yeah, yeah. Because we
it,
don't have that.
yeah, it's just actually tell people how it was hard for you to go to the party, how was for you that you wait all night to enter 10 minutes in a party. You understand what I mean? This
Yeah,
this
real. Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
real.
real effort. This is real
Yeah.
effort, and people need to hear you talking. And and I wanted to bring. I'm saying this because I wanted to bring something that Dr. Bird said last week. He was saying that he felt he needed to come back to dance and everything because he says that you guys need to have a voice, and he's right.
He's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. He's right. We have to agree with that. I have to agree. We cannot disagree. You get me? But having what? It's just we just
Understand,
sometimes.
famous. It's okay to talk because
Yeah,
imagine
of course.
we are not saying that no one is wrong.
No,
I
no,
am just
no,
saying,
no, no, no,
yeah,
no.
no one is wrong. It's just that you guys were there, you guys lived everything, you guys been through the things, you guys have passed like what you said, and you are still here.
Yeah, doing what we love because we love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Doing what you love.
yeah, yeah.
And still spreading the word like back in the days when you wait all night to be 10 minutes on a party to be woo, all over and everything.
All over.
So
Yeah.
if you been working on this and gave so much of you to dancehall as you knew it and as we know it, I really think that people should hear you guys more.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you have lecture, That's what lecture is for sometime. I just a talk. Just like how you have a meds like this right now. It's simple and normal.
Yes, I really that is my aim with
You're doing
Med.
a good now. You're doing a good thing right now. You're, doing, you're doing a smart job. You're doing a smart job. Yeah,
No,
man.
I always wanted to do a Meds like this, but I never got the time.
Really.
Because we were always running everywhere, not having weekends at all and everything. And I realized how much information that was missing. And of course, that I wanted to bring this Corona thing also because it's important. I know that is difficult for us, but maybe for people that are actually living in Jamaica and for people that just live from dancehall, actually is my case, and I know that probably is yours too. Um, to people to talk about their situation, so others feel that they are not alone. You understand? This
Yeah, we are all here. We are here for each other. We are all here for each other. You get me? One love, one dance hall. We there for everybody. You get me? Talk about your thing. Talk. You don't feel good. You come and you find somebody. You talk. You all have vibes. You say, John, no, it feel like this. Cause we cannot let Corona hold us down, because Corona is not here to hold us down. We have to hold up like this. You get me? Because if we keep like this, it's gonna be like this. But we cannot allow that. You get
true.
me?
Yeah.
They're trying to do what they're trying to do to people. We have to just keep strong. We have to keep strong. We know life, we know society. You get me? We know things gonna happen and we know things not gonna happen. We're gonna have a good time and we're gonna have a bad time. You get me? But there's always a start again. You get me? It's just for keep strong, believe, stay positive, and live loving. I just that right now. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, that is actually what I think and what I thought when I created this Meds.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
that was the first aim, and the second was like, okay, if I don't know a lot of things, let me just bring some reason, some important meds to the table.
Yeah, man.
Like And yeah, I wanted to ask you something actually, going back again to your
Yeah.
dancer life and to your Colo Squad time when you were in Jamaica. You are still Colo Squad. Like, how was for you as a dancer to be in the streets like every night? Like, how is that? I know that we have been talking about the difficulties of doing it and the obstacles and everything, but sometimes, even for me, it took me a long time to understand that you were doing it, and that was hard. So I want if you could talk a bit about it,
Yeah.
because
All right. All right. So we live in the street again. So we live in the streets, and where we live in the street, everything surrounds us in the street. And we are in the middle. We are in the middle of everything that's going on. You get me? So we are not far from the parties and things like that. So we walk. So we walk.
oh my
So
god,
so it not easy again. So we walk to every party, no matter how far it is. We gang
no.
up. Yes, everybody. So all right. So our squad was actually a large squad, a big group of people. You get me? We
Oh,
have criminal, yeah, we have criminal, we have everybody. So everybody always around us. We are the streets, so the streets is around us. You get me? No,
big up Lolo.
no. So we walk to every party, no matter how far, because we have the people who wipe the car glass, we have the guys who sleep in the cemetery, we have all these people, all the street people. So we always have a big group. So walking for us was nothing because we walk and chat and walk everywhere. So we just walk to there, walk to Uptown, walk to Hot Mondays, walk to Weddy, walk to Asylum, walk to New Kingston. Yeah, we don't have jobs at this time. You get me? So to get money was like music video, or we link up Bunny Wailer from Bob Marley crew. You get me? Big up, yeah. So big up Bunny Wailer. You get me? I said
Yeah.
from the Wailers. You get me? Yeah, Jabby. Big up my dad, Stellaville. Cause Stellaville, that is the owner for Skateland. That is where we used to build. You get me? So big up Stellaville because it helped me a lot as a youth. You get me? When I don't have food, sometimes I eat half of film food and things like that. So we eat from him box. You get me? So big up Telaville, the man who take care of me as a youth. Yeah, big him up every time, 100%. You get me? I said. So it was just little changes like that. We get money sometimes we don't have it. We hustle the street sometimes. We try to collect $100 at the gate, €1 at the gate sometimes to just have food. You don't know. We know people, so sometimes people can help us out sometimes with some party or food or things like that. We live real street life. I'm telling you about real street life. I'm not telling you about good things. We're talking about the real street life. So I can tell you my story. You get me? So things like that, hustle food, hustle the street, and walk to party. We walk everywhere. We walk. So really and truly, it was just the love that we have for what we do, really. You know, sometimes there are nights when we don't have food. Yeah, my KFC, yeah, so my KFC friend there. We stay beside KFC, so sometimes we get KFC also. Come on live. So so yeah. So we just they are nice, so we go to the party without food and things like that. But when we start to dance, our belly is full. You get me? Yeah, so dancing was our food, our drink, everything. Some they are nice when we can't even buy drink in the party. You get me? But when we start to dance, I can tell you, when the music hits you, you feel no pain, you feel no hungry, you feel no headache, you feel no thirsty. You feel when you love something, that's how it make you feel. You get me? Facts. Yeah, no joke, no joke. Dancing full my belly. I can tell you, dancing full me sometimes. Sometimes sometimes we have nothing and we say, okay, let's go to the party. And everybody say, oh, we can go party. So when we reach the party, there is somebody who always there to say, oh, yo, Wagwan famous, yo, Wagwan, boom. I'm gonna get a pack in my hand. You get me? I say, get a 1,000 now. I'm gonna get a 5,000. You understand? I'm gonna get some money. So sometimes going in the party, we used to have the mind that say, okay, maybe tonight is the night where we can make something in the party. You get me? Or we can see some friends from overseas who come in the party who know us long time and we're sure of getting a package. You get me? So it's the party. We never want to miss no night. You don't want to miss a night of that. You get me? You don't know what is gonna surprise you in the party tonight. You get me? You don't know if a big music video gonna be shooting in the party. You don't know if a big artist is gonna see you in the party tonight and say, oh, dancer, you know, would I love you to be a part of my music video, and you get a link. You get a link, same time. Take my phone number, call me tomorrow, and we set to organize. That is a link from the party. So the party also give you a lot. You get me? When you believe in it, the party give you, because you go expecting nothing, but you come back home having everything. So in your mind, you don't want to miss no night in the party. So we don't miss no night. So we don't miss no night. We no miss. We do the street 24/7, Sunday to Sunday. You get me? Sunday to Sunday. Because if we sleep tonight, sometimes we miss party. We feel like we want to cry. Because this time somebody come and tell you, yo, last night, you know, say beer things going on at the party and big video and beer money run and you mad. Can you see so?
Oh my God.
We miss it. We sleep. You get me? So the party was a lot. The party was a lot. So we don't want to miss no party. You get me? Yeah,
you see, that's what I was saying when I was talking about you having a voice. Because when we understand that and when we hear that from you, that makes totally sense. I would not miss a party if I was in your position too.
And 4 party, 5 party for the night. Because we have to leave, we have to spend 2 hours in one. So we spend 2 hours in each party. Yeah, you have to leave from one party to a next party, to a next party, to a next party. Yeah, 4 or 5 parties sometimes non-stop, right through till morning, you know? Yeah, that's realness. That's realness, yeah. It gets real. It's real. It's real.
You know what I find myself thinking sometimes, Famous? Sometimes I think that even though dancehall is evolving right now, every effort that you guys put into it, and that everything you guys gave to dancehall, the love you gave to dancehall, we still feel it in a new school. You understand what I mean? It's like, and that's what motivates us to gravitate to dancehall. Sometimes I think that the years of work that are behind this is what we feel when the teachers are able to give us the dancehall as it is, even if it is a new school move.
Yeah. It's true. It's the work. It's the work and the sweat, pain, and tears. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really agree with that, and I want to talk about something with you, because I did the Medz with Zidane, and Zidane was actually bringing something very interesting to the table. Okay, my life will finish in 30 seconds. Do you think that we can go out and come back and we will restart on this point?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so everyone just go down and we will come back, okay? Thank you, Famous. Sorry.
Yeah,
Instagram.
man. Yeah, man.
gosh. Okay. I
Yeah.
have you now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will start it from where we left it. I was talking about something I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to meds with you. I want to reason about this, which is when I was doing the meds with Zidane, it touched a very interesting topic, which is the fact that he feels that right now teams are delivering so many steps to the community that people actually know them, but they will not remember them in time. You understand? Because there is too many moves instead of working on moves like you guys did before back in the day. Like you guys were promoting your moves, and come on, I feel that I need to practice mid school the same moves all over and over and over and over. And that we understand that this was like maybe a reaction to the fact that European people and from other countries wanting more information and more information. And this just made like the dancehall team start producing more and more and more. But he brought a very interesting topic, which is that he will stop releasing so many moves because he wants to be remembered in Jamaica when he goes back to Jamaica. And that if they keep working like this, people will not relate a team to the move. You know, it will be just like if the name will pass and will be forgotten in Jamaica because they are producing so many moves to overseas that people are actually not able to do it in Jamaica.
It's
How
real.
you find this? How you
I
find
find
this?
it-
Because I find this amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is amazing because it's actually real. Because look at this. Right now, you can still see people doing rubber bunks and Japan bunks. You can go to Jamaica and people remember famous because of what? Rubber bunks, Japan bunks. So it's real. Is real. Get back to the roots. What was the roots? We never pitch up every day. You have a million dance. Bogle the bogle dance. Everybody know bogle dance because of bogle dance. It can spend too much years. You can create 100 dance, but people remember one.
True.
You can create a million, but people remember a little part. So it's real. Him realize that is too much. And every time you go to teach the people want more. Because you make it bad like that. Because you give them too much. So each time them see you, they expect more from you. When you don't give them enough, when you don't give them more, they don't want to support you no more. They don't want to come to your class no more because they know the step that you teach them already. We know that move already. We learned that one in Jamaica. We don't need you to come here to teach it. Who are you? You can never stop learning. You can never stop learning. I can give you 500 middle school steps and have 1,000 that you never learned before. You never see them before.
Yes.
Learning
You
never
know,
stop.
that is what I wanted to bring, because I really feel the same that you just said. You can bring me like hundred of moves
Yeah,
mid
man.
school that I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah,
And
but one. You remember one.
yeah,
One
but
you remember.
we and I will talk as a Portuguese girl. I cannot talk for other countries, but I know better my own. And I know, and I already heard things like, okay, but I will not take that class again because I already took class. What? You already took class with that dancer? But we need like thousands of classes with that dancer
You don't
to
know
actually
nothing. You don't know
even.
nothing.
So
What you
that's
learn
why I
on the
brought you.
stage? What you learn on the stage for 1 hour and 10 minutes? I never even teach you. I just show you some things. I never even give you enough things. I just come to give you a part of what you should know. Not everything that you know. It's a part of what you should know, not a part of what you know. You don't know nothing. You only see some things. You don't know. You only see. And you say, okay, I do this. You don't do nothing. You can learn a million things from one dancer.
Yeah.
You can learn a million things from one. Not just by watching him do one step or two step, but by watch the action, by watch the teaching, by watch how him approach in class, by watch the knowledge that him give to the people and things like that. It's not about what you know. It's about what you go to learn.
I really feel that every time I go over a move that I already learned in class, that the people choose to teach it, I always find something new. You understand? It's like if I thought it was good and them had already told me it was good, but I find always new information and new things that are actually good. So this makes sense because maybe with this measure, you know, like if the teams are aware for this, maybe they will like being working more on some moves and promoting more the moves, and the people will actually remember them.
Of
You
course.
understand?
It's about it's yo. Just remember me as a great man. Just remember me as a person who come and bring the vibe and bring the real love and bring the real energy and the real thing. Don't remember me as a man because I did want the fame and because I did want to be a number one or I did want to bring everything I have out inside to give to you. You get me? Don't remember me for that. Remember me for the greatness, the things that I've done. You get me? Remember me for, yes, that man, him dance different. Remember me for, oh, that man, when him teaching, or anytime him stop the class and start to talk, we feel it. We feel the words because him not just saying it, him speaking from him heart to the class. Remember me for when I'm dancing and teaching the class, the energy full room inside. You feel my energy, not your energy, because I share myself. I don't go and dance for me. I go and dance for everybody inside of the room. The main key. So remember me for all those good feelings. Don't remember me for nothing else. You get what I'm saying? Remember,
Yes.
as a great man. So there is things, because you can have one person and you have a million things to remember about from this person, you know. But it's always one thing you can always remember. Always gonna be one thing that this person, oh my God, you know, this person always, you always have somebody in life that always, if even one time him give you a lollipop or something, you remember him for that.
True.
We can remember Bogle now, because what? We still have to remember Bogle. Bogle name still called today. His name still called, never stop call. Why? Because Bogle the dance. The man, the dance and the history.
Yes.
The man, the dance and the history. Remember people for things like that. He's the history behind the dance. Bogle. Who is the dance? Him himself is the dance. Who is the man? Him himself is the man.
You know, what you just said is actually beautiful at the same time, because it is really what you say, and I will tell it to you 100 times, and I will tell you again. We really feel you when you talk, and you can get to people's hearts. And sometimes I feel, because I don't know how you feel it, but I can't separate myself from my emotions. And for me, dancehall is actually go straight to my emotions. You know, like I can dance and scream and start crying because it's too many emotions inside of me, you know? But sometimes I realize that those emotions, well, okay, maybe they are not just mine. And maybe they come with the move or what you guys put within the move,
Yeah,
which
because you
was
feel it.
so, it was so powerful, so trueness,
Yes.
so big. Everything that you guys were doing, you believed in it so much that we can still feel it today.
Yes. That's
You
why when we
understand?
teach, we say feel the dance. When we teach him, we tell you feel the dance. You have to feel it because when you're doing the dance, you do it. But when you feel the dance, there is some different kind of feeling that you feel when you feel it. Like you feel it. You feel a different kind of joy inside your soul. It's like the dancer move inside. The spiritual dancer move inside. Dancing is a spiritual thing.
I agree.
Yeah, man. It's a spiritual thing, man. It move inside. It move inside. That's why when it hit you, you feel nothing. Because it take everything, it moves.
It heals you.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, come on. In this time, what save us? In all this lockdown, it was dancing to save us, you know. So we never give up with dance, you know. Yeah, everybody still dance because we could never stop. You see, so the dancing keep us happy, the dancing keep us good, give us vibe. The dancing make our mental brain change. You get me? It give us something to think about. Oh shit, I gotta learn this choreo. Oh shit, I have some moves that I don't really sure that I have them 100% and I gotta practice to learn. You get me? I gotta practice to get better. So that is what the dancing keep you active and busy.
Yes.
You have to
You
love it
know,
and be true.
um, you know, last week actually I was pissed off. Not with people, with everyone and no one at the same time. Because of course that this time is bad, and this time is actually very bad, and I'm sharing this with you because even yesterday I was, you know, I have a autoimmune disease, so I belong to the risk group. So people are going out, I'm not going out, and I go mad about the fact that I'm not going out.
Yeah.
So what I mean, what I want to share with this is that I found this quarantine actually very useful and very important in my journey as a dancer. And why? First, because I never got the time to research everything that I did research, and I by that I was busting your head with voice notes.
Yeah.
So that never happened before to me, you know, like I did not had the time to go and research and being writing and doing question and like, you know, like really focusing on those things because to keep my mind occupied, I was working I am working like from early in the morning till late in the night. So I don't think about the fact that I can't go outside still.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? So I found myself having time for everything. And I find that actually, even though I don't like and I need the feeling and the vibe by being on, imagine if you're teaching, being on your side and seeing the move and feeling the vibe and everything, I learned that the trueness and everything that you guys put within Dancehall through the years can actually be passed through an online class.
Yeah, man.
Because and is amazing, you know. And when I realize this, I will say this and everyone will say like, yeah, she's a pussy, but yeah, I start crying because I was like, Dancehall is so big that not even the distance between a screen can apart the
Yes.
vibe.
Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for knowing that. Beautiful. It's
I'm
an
bringing
energy.
this.
Nothing can stop it. It break barriers. It
Please.
break barriers. Break down barriers. No, yeah. When you're real to it, you're real to it. When you're real to this, you're real to it. You feel it anywhere. If you can feel it, how much more people can feel the same, you know? It's real.
I
Beautiful.
actually wanted to share this and I wanted to talk with you about this because I feel and that's why I was pissed off, because everyone were complaining about the online classes to a point. Of course, I don't want to stay home, but I am not tired of the online classes. I'm tired about the fact that I need to stay home,
Yeah.
not the online classes, because the online classes is actually an opportunity. And I even realized more the need that I have to talk with you and to learn from you, because this energy needs to come from long time. You
Yeah, man.
understand? It, it
Exactly.
is the history, and at least this is what I feel, and what I think that is what I feel. I
You're
can be
real.
wrong,
No, you're
of
real to the
course.
thing. When it really real, I'm just tell you. When you're real to the game, you feel realness. You get me? So it don't matter the distance, it don't matter nothing at all. You can just wake up and you feel different. You wake up one morning and you just feel for dance all day. You just wake up and you feel a different. You feel for dance. You ask yourself why. Yeah?
Yeah,
And
it's true.
the feeling inside, how you feel for do something that this time is a time for people to get to really sit down and look into their lives, because we cannot complain about. We know we are angry and we're vexed and everything, but everything in life happen for a reason. You get
True.
me?
I agree with you.
There was too much work going on. People work, don't get time to stay home with them family, with them kids. You get me? There was too much pollution with car and gas and smoke inside of the atmosphere and things like that. The animal them now breathe natural air. So this few months or this pause that we get in our life was a pause for a reason.
I agree.
It was a time to look back in your life, look back on your life, and really to think and see where, wow, I was working so much that I didn't even get a chance really to stay home with my family and think about how life is going, or if everything is really good, because work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. So it was just a moment to look in your life and think, and as you say, to research and to do your history, because a lot of people didn't have time to do that. So it was a time for them to go back to do research, to go back to find things that they didn't know, to go back to look and dance that they never know, to go back to history overall. You get me? Because there was no time for that. It was always camp, always dance, always school, always phone, always this, always this. There was a break. The earth needed a break. The
Yeah.
earth needed a break. You get me? Tired of the pollution, tired of everything. So the earth needed a break. Kids wanted to stay with their mother more sometime, you know? Want to stay with papa more sometime, you know? Too much busyness. So now you get a chance to really sit, relax, look back in your life, and really think where you're going and how far you're going or where you want to go. You know? So
Yeah.
it's a pause for a reason. So ain't no complaining.
You know, I was sharing this, and because I really agree with what you're saying. I found myself these 2 months and more now, because I still can't go outside, but I found myself like having lunch and dining with my family when I wasn't doing like for a long time. I
Yeah.
remember I had plans for March and April that I would not be one weekend at home.
You see that?
Knowing so quarantine is also good because we are learning to be humans, and the
Yeah.
importance of the ones that we love.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
understand
man.
what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Being around your
So
loved ones, man. Being able to sit down and talk more and them things like that. You get me? Eat together, drink together, sleep. You get me? Wake up. You get me? So it's a movement. It's a movement. Things that you never really think for do. You're busy, you're gone in the studio every day. You don't get to sit down with Mama Boom and eat a good meal or go dinner time. You get
Mama Boom is actually here.
Mama Boom.
She's
Mama Boom. Big up Mama Boom. Yeah, you get me. Sit down with your family and have a nice time, a nice chat. Talk about your life, talk about how you feel, talk about things like that. You get me? Talk about your business, you see me? So yeah, it was a moment. It's a moment, man. I just look back, you get me, and think for go forward and what's the next step and how the next step is gonna come. You get me? What's the next move? What's the next plan? You get me?
I guess that maybe this is what I think, and this is what I got from it, from my meds every day. You know, like we need, at least me to myself, what I will try when my life is able to go back to normal. I will try to do less of we need to do that, and instead that I will do that. You understand?
Yes.
I will link people for real instead of saying, yeah, I will check, maybe in June I'll go. No, I will make it happen.
Yeah,
because
man,
sometimes I think that we do so many plans and we organize everything. And for what? Look, we organized everything from February to now and we did nothing.
Nothing.
Because it was just canceled. So I guess that actually we need to live more like you lived back in the days, day by day. You understand? And that's the beauty about this time, because it is bringing me more every day to the dancehall reality of the back in the days. And I have been learning even more human values through what I know that was your real life.
Yes, it's real. When you have a life like this, there's nothing can hold you down but yourself, you know? There's nothing can hold you down but you. You get
It's
me?
true.
So never think that somebody hold you down, because nobody hold down nobody's. People hold down themselves. So as a person like this who live this kind of life, you know, we see life and death. You know, we've been through the toughest and the roughest, you know, we've been through the worst. You get me? So nothing surprises us. You get me? We are not people who want because we know what it is like to not have.
Yes. And you know what is beautiful about the fact that you, and I already got the pleasure to see you teaching loads of people, and it's beautiful. And I need to say that my tear always comes like down, because we know that you have been through that, you know, and we know that you actually were part of the people that had all those difficulties. So you're talking with your heart, that you said already, but you're talking knowing what you have passed, and that brings, at least for me, brings the truth to the movement that I need to dance. You know, make me understand.
Yeah, we live the dance. We live it. We live it.
And you help us. Of course, we will never be able to have the experience you had. You understand? We will never be able.
You get it through our dancing.
Exactly. And through your words, through when you speak. Imagine this afternoon for me is being amazing. I'm emotional right now because I feel that I am learning so much more than I'm having the pleasure of sharing my afternoon with you, but I am learning so much that you don't even imagine, you know, like through what you're saying, because I'm imagining the stories that you're saying, and all of that brings awareness to my body as a dancer. You know, it's like if sometimes, you know, when you hear a story, but then there's a click and you get like, oh, now I get it. And when you talk, you are able to do that click and people get, Well, okay, that makes sense. You know?
It's real, man. It's real, it's real, it's real, it's real. Cause we talk from our heart, you know, we don't just get up and talk, you know. We talk the real thing, we talk how it go. You get me? We have to talk about the people who set the thing because them set it and we have to respect them. The thing is respect. We have to show respect. That is what we're not getting from most new people, as a matter of fact. Because I am okay with every dancer, you know. I don't really have problem with them, you know, because I love all of them. Because me is a loving person, you know, so I don't travel with hate, grudge, and things, jealousy. I don't travel with those three things. Those things stay far from me. You get me? So the thing is mainly respect and for sure appreciation to who do it, to who set this before. You get me? Cause you have to big up Overmars and them youth that who come work for dancehall and put in the work. You get me? Make dancehall look good. You have to big up Black Blingers them, John Bling and all of them set of you there. You have to big up Two Life who bring daggering in the thing and them man there. You get to me I say. You have to big up them. You have to big up Sadiq them. You get me? You have to big up John them. You have to big up Shelly Belly. You get me? You have to big up Sean Clip. You have to big up all of them set of you there. You get me? You have to big up even the artists them too. We need to work with dancer. You have to big up Vice Mail them. You have to big up RDX them. You have to big up Elephant Man. You get to me and say you have to big up Beanie Man too and big up Bounty Killer too. And them man there. Because when you talk about dancer, you talk about them.
True.
You get me?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, main stage.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel that the newcomers, when I say, I will talk now about the new Jamaica, you know, when it's to Medz and reasoning about things, trust me, my head,
yeah.
Do you think that, because this is something that came to my mind last week while I was talking with Dr. Bert, because he said to me something that made me think. He told me that sometimes the new dancers and the new teams, maybe they complain that they were not well mentored or that there were no mentors there because some of the mid-school dancers were not there to teach them, and that actually people stopped dancing because of their own reasons. And he even talked about him, that he stopped dancing because of his own reasons and everything.
Yeah. But did they want to learn?
That's what I'm glad. You see, you just finished what I want to say without me even needing to talk.
Yeah. Did they? Did they want to learn? Were they interested of wanting to know? Were they interested? You know?
They could go to you guys that did not stop dancing.
Of course. Some of the people stopped dancing lately when most of the new school dancers come in. You get me? So people was still there. If you is a dancer who don't know most about your history, you have Boise Roses, forgot to Boise and ask him, Boise, but what was Bogle like? Explain to me about Bogle. What was he like? How was this man, you know? Because he was a man who was close to Bogle. So if I was a new person coming at the thing and say, yo, really, me have Boise Roses, me can go sit down a jungle. You get me, and sit down side of Boise and say, Boise, but what was Bogle like, you know? So you can't say that and say, well, people was not around to teach you and things like that. The culture was always there. And there was lots of people there. Look at Kiva the Diva. You get me? People was there. You get me? People was there. There was so much of us. You get me? But people was there. You know? How John squad come to get together, you know? Shelly Belly, Bermuda squad, because you coming from John squad. So the squad, you get what I'm saying? So if you was a person who was interested to know more about your dancehall culture, you would know about it because you want to. Just the same as how you want to know about history now.
Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not a thing where anybody can say, oh, there was nobody around to do this. But were you interested really? Or how much interested were you? You know?
Yeah.
Most you come in dancehall when dancehall is very nice. When things are getting easy. You get what I'm saying? When everybody's getting travel now, anybody can get a European girl and and go in Europe. You get me? And you can say Europe tour, but where are you going? When you say Europe tour, are you getting bookings in Europe, or you don't say Europe tour because you're coming in Europe? You get me? So it is things like this. Yeah, a two different thing. Two different thing. So you have to put the maths and the maths together. You get what I'm saying? What you're really coming for, what you're really interested in, what you really want to do, or do you want to? Questions like this. You get what I'm saying?
You know what worries me sometimes, and that's why I'm bringing this subject, because even today, actually, on the supporting roots that we are doing, Noe brought this up, and she told this: when Boise will not be here anymore, when Famous will not be here anymore, when these guys that are able to give us this knowledge anymore, who will teach it?
Yeah,
Who will keep it? So that's why I'm talking this, because I really think that if they were not interested back in the days, maybe now is the time.
Yeah, but of course, but how much people want to learn? Every man is a man.
Because otherwise, this is information and this is legacy and this is things that we will miss.
These are things that people would want and cannot get.
Of course. And now we're bringing it, and it is important that these dancers that are coming overseas and everything actually know it, so they are able to pass the message, because I am telling these, I will tell you, I am telling these as a dancer. I am not even talking about the fact that I organize an event, because when I organize an event, I know and I set the classes the way I want the event to be. You understand? And knowledge for me as a person is something that is the most valuable thing that you have, because it's something that no one will take ever from you. Is your knowledge. You have your knowledge, I have my knowledge. No one can take that away from us. They can take everything, but our knowledge is in our mind, in our body, and no one can take it. So I can set my event for you to teach them, but I really think as a dancer, and that worries me, and that's why I'm talking to you. And after talking with Dr. Bird, and after talking with Zidane, and after having all these meds, I start questioning myself, things like this.
Who will?
Who?
People would want to know and cannot know. Where is the feeling in the dance? Teaching and coming to show dance is two different things again. Because when you come in to teach, you come to teach. But when you come to dance, you just come to dance to show yourself. You get me? To show your moves, because maybe your moves popular, or maybe you think you're a big top superstar or whatever. You get me? So you come to show the people them yourself and not really dancehall culture or dancehall dance. You come for show you. You get me?
That is a different thing. That is ego talking.
Yeah, man.
That is a different thing. It's like you need to be aware when you're teaching, the class is not for you.
Yes, you're teaching. You teach. It's not for yourself. You get me? You're coming in front of some people, you teach them. You don't come to show what you can do or to show that you are a good dancer. Because everybody know you're a good dancer. You get me? We come to see you teach. You get me? Being a good dancer doesn't mean, real good teacher. That's real.
I know we can take the football example. That good coach no need to be a good football player.
No.
A good soccer.
No.
So we can have loads of good dancehall teachers that don't need to be the crazy and hottest dancer, but people still need to respect them.
Yeah, man. It really respect. It come all the way back to respect again. Because
Yeah, true.
you have to show respect where respect due. It all lead back to one thing, respect. It lead back to the same word, respect. Yeah,
Circle.
yeah, it lead all the way. Anywhere you go, anywhere you turn, it's gonna lead back to respect again.
I actually don't know, but I will dare myself to say this. Actually, I don't care. Um, Sometimes what I feel is that our awareness of the respect is different, like country to country. And people actually sometimes don't understand the meaning of the word respect completely. You understand? Because it works on their way, but it doesn't work on the other way. So what I guess, and again, we go to the quarantine, and I hope that the quarantine helps us to get all these values back again and to
Yeah,
be secure of this. Maybe if we are all aware of the same meaning of respect,
respect.
this
Yes,
will work.
yes. I believe that.
I
I
felt,
believe.
I felt like a philosopher, people talking about philosophy, but actually, it is what it is. We are, we can, of course, I will never know your experience. I will never know Anna's experience, or Lynn, or Lolo, or the persons that are here. I will never, because I'm Diana. I was born in Portugal, and I was lucky enough to have what I
Everybody
have.
culture different. You get me?
So, but I can learn,
You
I
can
can
learn.
feel, and I can have my own experiences, like from going to Jamaica to know you, to research, to. So, actually, we just need to, and I think that the only problem is just relearning the meaning of respect. Because if we all have the opportunity to have these experiences, although we are different, we will all respect each other on the same level.
On the same level, yes. Because we have the same knowledge, so we're gonna know what go on. We're gonna have a good understanding. Yeah,
You see?
yeah, it's real. It's real. It's just real right now. It's real. But it all I just respect. I just respect. People have to really know, you have to really know what you want to know, you know? You have to really understand what you want to understand. And if you wanna be a dancer, just a dancer, you want to learn dancing for a reason, you want to do this for some reason or for some main part of your life, you have to respect it the same way. Because it's not just gonna only be a job, it's gonna be a part of your life. So you're
I
gonna have to
agree.
respect what you're doing for your part of your life. So where anything due, respect is always first. Understanding is always there because you have to understand. Because we know if you don't understand it, you don't know what you're doing, you know?
That is the truth in everything that you just
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, if you don't understand, you don't know what you're doing. So,
Well, you know what I usually, what is the example that I usually tell to people? I don't know if you know, but I study engineering. Yes. Yeah, people. Yeah, people. Uh, and I study engineering. And to be an engineer, until I finish, no one call me an engineer, or no one will call a doctor until it finishes studies. And
yeah,
even if when it finishes studies, he still needs to respect the elders, because he will pass the whole life studying, so we can keep up with every new thing that comes to the scene.
yes,
So sometimes I feel that when we work with dance, or when we decide to be a dancer, or I am not even talking on the dancer level, but when we decide to work with this, if we don't understand and we don't have the proper knowledge and the proper build up to work with something, how can we work with it? How can we pass it? We can't.
Can't. You don't understand what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. It's just like
And
that, a blank.
I was talking about this on Friday with my students, which is usually when you study on a university, you start with the theory and then you go to the practice, you see?
Yeah.
And here, I think that the problem, which is not a problem, we start with the practice.
Yes.
So we think that we understand because we are able to do it on our bodies.
Yes.
And some people forget about the theory and they just go back to the theory when they feel that their body are not getting it all. These,
Yeah, when you feel like your body not doing what it should be doing. You laugh. Real. Reality.
yeah, I just wanted to share this. Famous. I'm sorry. It's like the trueness, and I'm really sharing my mind.
Yes, but you have to talk. It's good. It's good to talk, you know.
Famous. I actually want to thank you for accepting being here at the Medz. I don't want to hold you no more. You were too kind already.
You know my
But
style, man. Anything for you, you know. I know the thing going on there now. I'm here. You get me?
I will do
Yeah. You can always call for Famous, isn't it? Once me available.
I will keep busting your head
Yeah,
with voice.
you always. So, and like normal already. Continue.
But I don't want to go without asking you something. And after all these meds, you see like, what's she asking? After all these meds,
Yeah.
and after all this talk, and after what we just did, I would like you to leave or to give a message to dancers, to dancehall dancers.
The dancers.
Doesn't matter if they are Jamaican, you can talk
Yeah,
to,
man.
but
Knowledge is the key, my people, to one and all. First of all, there's only one dancer. Yeah? There's only one Jamaican. Dancehall is only from Jamaica. Get me? Love it. Be true to it. Understand it. It's not just a dance, it's a culture, it's a lifestyle. Yeah? Second of all, knowledge. Yeah? If you are a teacher or a student, you still need it. Yeah, because many teachers teaching and don't know what they're really doing. They're just teaching something. You get me?
yeah.
So, one dancehall, one Jamaica, understanding, knowledge, and get the source from the source.
Why we can?
Yeah. Get the source from the source. You have to get it from the source. Don't wait till it's too late, you know? Get the source from the real source. Know what you're doing. You get me? Big up all dancers. Big up everybody who joined the live today. Is it? It was my pleasure. Big up Diana again. The whole Portugal. You see me? It's always a pleasure to always be with you guys. And you know the thing. Anna, I see you. You know the thing. Yeah, now big up yourselves. You know the thing. Big up everybody. Give thanks. One love. One dancehall, one unity. We are the unity right now. Keep strong, keep safe.
Thank you. Thank
Big
you.
up yourself.
I really felt myself having an amazing afternoon and an amazing meds and talk with you.
Easy.
So thank you so much. I will bust your head probably during the week with voice notes.
Do your thing. Do it.
Straight.
No, big up yourself. Big up everybody. You don't know
Big
the
up,
thing.
Polo. Big up everyone.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. So famous. Thank you, yeah. And
Yeah, big up yourself.
I hope that we can meet soon.
Yeah,
But
we
if
have to
not,
meet. Have
yeah,
to meet. I'm gonna buy a plane. So don't
please.
I buy a plane and say I am a private party, right?
Party in
Don't
the
worry,
air.
man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man.
Thank you. I hope to see you soon and keep safe and your family too.
Yeah, man. You to
And
everybody.
yeah,
Keep Mama Boom booming.
yeah, she's booming right there watching the movie.
All right, big up, man. Big
Thank
up.
you.
Love you.
Big up. Thank you everyone for seeing it. Bye bye.
Bye
See you
bye.
next week.
Yeah, all right.